Hi, everyone. This video is going to be about how to look at the PLP and how grades are determined in your class, as well as how students graduate. So, let me get some things out of the way here. First of all, you find the PLPs by going through Slate is the best way to get to them, by going through the student conference spot. Once you're there, though, I have a sample up here. This is from Tommy Gaffey. The first part of this is about graduation requirements. So it's a graduation summary. And at the top, you'll see that there's a tracker that tells overall progress, whether it's not on pace or not. For this particular student, it's not on pace because if you look down here, English language arts says not on pace. So they all look good on pace or either completed, except for English language arts, and the fine arts has actually not been started. So those two would have to be completed in order to graduate. Remember that portfolios are the graduation requirement for students that are freshmen or sophomore at this time. At the bottom of that, there are the other requirements. So, for example, you must have taken the Constitution test. You see that right here. That one's not checked. However, this student has done physical science and has done a life science and also has done Algebra 1. So those are already checked. Below that is a more detailed look at the portfolios. If you want a real deep look at the portfolios, you should go to Slate to look at that. That's going to tell you how they did on each individual rating, for example. But if we look right now, this student is in the first portfolio, which is English Language Arts HS1. And if you want to go look at English, you can click on it and go and look. But right now, it says that to complete the portfolio, your performance level must be a 7. Notice it says approaching on track. Because this score, which is also highlighted orange, is not high enough. If we look at habits of success, it is green. Everything's great. Down here, we have approaching on track, but we see that there's 8% M's for math, meaning those of the boxes that show in the math, 8% of them are M's, and they need to disappear in order to get a flip in that particular area. Next Gen Essentials is red. Notice it says not on track, and it tells you exactly why the percent of M's is not okay. Something that's different from in the past, we used to flip entire portfolios together, like Math 1, Math 2, 3, and so on. Now they flip individually on their own. So when a student gets a high enough rating for Math 1, it will automatically flip to the next portfolio for Math 1. Math 2 is independent of that. Wayfinding is also in here, and of course that's directly related to Naviance. But below, this is what the teachers are going to be the most interested about. These are the learning experiences. Specifically, this is how they are doing in the courses that they're in right now. So Algebra 2 being taught by Amy Robertson. This student has a 10.9, 100% completion rate, and that's an A, an honors A nonetheless, for that class. For Alex Pedersen, we have a performance level of an 8, which is 78% completion rate, which is a C. However, if we look at English 2, it says the performance level is too low. It's a 6.9, which is a D and M, which is not okay for earning a B or C as a grade. So the portfolios determine whether you graduate, but this is what shows up on the transcript. So these grades will go on the transcript that we send off to colleges or to other places. Notice they're also clickable. In order to get a grade in here, you must have completed 70% of the things that you were rated on in that class. So Amy Robertson may have given 30 ratings, 40 ratings, 50 ratings, and they may have been for math or science or NGE or other things. Everything that Amy rates is going to count in the average that determines the grade for this course. And 70% of them must be numbers, not M's. If that's true, then it will be graded on what we call a progressive average. And all that means is Students are expected to do better towards the end of a course in the competencies than they were in the beginning. That's competency-based education. So they get a slight nudge for doing better at the end. It's also an important reminder for the students not to give up and to persevere, because you don't want to be having your worst ratings at the end. It's not a huge difference, but it does come into account. Once again, these are all clickable. So if I click on them, I will go to Slate and it will show me exactly how they're doing. I'm not logged in right now. But you understand how that works. I hope this video was helpful and you have a great day.